It is of the utmost importance that our children have good listening comprehension skills. But do we know why? Listening comprehension is more than just hearing what is said. It's a child's ability to understand the meaning of the words she hears and to relate to them in some way. When children hear a story, good listening comprehension enables them to understand it, remember it, discuss it, and maybe even retell it in their own words. This is an important skill to develop even at an early age because good listeners grow up to become good communicators. So what are we actually doing when we listen? We are drawing on three different processes. We need to remember that hearing doesn't mean listening. It's just a physical act of receiving sound stimulation and sending it to the brain for reception. 2. Listening is nothing but tuning into a sound, recognizing its importance, and interpreting the information in the brain. And 3 is attention. Children may be able to hear and listen to sounds and voices, but they also need to be able to do this for a sustained period of time. This is also termed as listening stamina. We frequently think about story time as a means of helping our children fall asleep. Story time can improve your child's listening skills as well if you take it to the next level. Rather than simply reading to your children before bed, you can talk about the stories as well. As the story progresses, ask your child what they think will happen next and take breaks throughout the story to discuss what has been going on. This will encourage your child to pay attention to the events in the story. Once you're done reading, ask your child what their favorite part of the story was. Ask them to describe what happened in that part and encourage them to share why they enjoyed that part so much. Play or make sounds while your child's eyes are closed and they must try to identify them. You could use household objects to make a noise, maybe like shaking a pepper mill or deflating a balloon, or even play recordings of musical instruments or animal noises, and you could encourage your child to identify that sound. Listen to audio stories together with your child or as a family. As the story progresses, ask your child what they think will happen next and take breaks throughout the story to discuss what has been going on. This will encourage your child to pay attention to what's going on in the story. Go on listening walks with your child where you would take time to stop and pay attention to the sounds you can hear. You could just walk around your neighborhood or go to a farm or maybe to a busy part of your city or even to a shopping mall. Play the spot the change game. Read your child a short story, then read it again, making some changes. Each time your child hears a change, have them clap or raise their hand. Cooking is a great way to promote listening skills because your child will need to follow the instructions of a recipe. They will need to listen to you completely and entirely. There are many different recipes for kids of all ages, from no-bake options, which are safe for young children, to more complex recipes for older kids. Clap a rhythm for your child or group of children to repeat. Slowly keep increasing the difficulty of the rhythm so that it can help improve their listening skills. Ask your child to repeat back whatever you say in their own words. This will ensure that your child has been listening attentively and has understood it well. Start with some short and simple statements and slowly make them difficult. Play follow the leader games such as Simon Says or I Spy, where your child has to listen intently to the leader and follow instructions. I hope you found this video useful. I'd like to conclude using the words of Eleanor Johnson. Listening is a crucial skill for young children to acquire. It is one of the basic building blocks of language and communication, and particularly in the early years of education, one of the main vehicles for a child's learning.